Presidential inauguration, Obi didn't call for boycott or postponement, Labour Party. The leadership of Labour Party has distanced its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, from allegation that he called for the postponement of May 29 inauguration ceremony for the swearing-in of the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The rebuttal was issued in Abuja on Thursday by the party's acting National Publicity Secretary, Obi Didnt. Recall that the Lamidi Abapa-led faction of Labour Party has disclosed that his camp was not among the party members calling for a shift in Tinubu's swearing-in, pending the determination of the petitions before the Presidential Election Tribunal sitting in Abuja. According to him, he has always been of the opinion that the inauguration may not have any impact on the ongoing legal tussle on the presidential election involving a party, APC, and INEC. Lamidi, who spoke through the faction's image maker, Abayomi Arambambi, posited that the Electoral Act and the Constitution of Nigeria did not give room for a vacuum. He said, "What Peter Obi is crying for is not supported by the law, a refusal to swear in Tinubu as president on May 29 will create a vacuum in system, saying the law does not allow this." We see that Peter Obi earlier this week had said that the inauguration of Bola Tinubu on 29th of May won't be acceptable according to the rule of law. He said because INEC didn't follow due process and there were some hanky-pankies in the election that happened on 25th of February 2023. But a member of his party said that Peter Obi did not call for postponement of inauguration. Whilst a member also said earlier on that Peter Obi benefited earlier when he was a governor during his own regime. But whatever it may be, the case is still in court, and we can see that the Supreme Court is giving hearing. Although there has been postponements, we don't know, maybe because the president-elect Bola Tinubu has traveled out of Nigeria for meeting to meet stakeholders outside Nigeria. But whatever it may be, we know that very soon we are going to come and see how this will turn out in the long run. He said what Peter Obi is crying for is not supported by the law. A refusal to swear in Tinubu as president on May 29 will create a vacuum in the system. And he has said that the law doesn't accept this at all. That even Peter Obi that is clamoring for the postponement has one benefited from a system of being sworn into office despite petition that is pending and filed against him before the tribunal and the Umba. The law has to be complied with, which is to swear in Tinubu as president, and if anybody wants to change the narrative, they will have to change the law. So whether the president-elect is sworn in or not, there is right to remove him legally if it's found out that he was not duly elected. I think what this man is saying makes sense. If he's not right, man, and if we've seen that there were a lot of discrepancies in the election processes, and INEC were not true with the counting of the votes, it can be removed legally. But according to the Constitution, he must still remain the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He must still be sworn in on the 29th of May as the president. We've seen cases of people being in power, being there for months, even being there for years, and cases will be in court, and later on, the court will give its verdict that they should vacate the position, and somebody else will come in place. It has happened before. So, whatever the allegations against Peter Obi from his own faction, or even from any other party, the president-elect must still be sworn in. And that's what's going to happen. Recall that the Lamidi Abapa-led faction of Labour Party has disclosed that his camp was not among the party members calling for a shift in Tinubu's swearing-in, pending the determination of the petitions before the presidential election tribunal sitting in Abuja. We can see that in all parties, there always be different factions. definitely you always have your own candidates, even though we are still under the same umbrella. So a faction has said they are not in support of Peter Obi's clamoring for the postponement of the inauguration of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to him, he has always been of the opinion that the inauguration may not have any impact on the ongoing legal tussle or on the presidential election involving a party, APC, and INEC. Lamidi, who spoke through the faction's image maker Abayomi Arambambi, posited that the Electoral Act and the Constitution of Nigeria do not give room for a vacuum. Yes, according to the law in Nigeria, there's no room for vacuum because everyone has once benefited from it. Yes. Now, if Peter Obi is clamoring that there should be a shift in inauguration date, what if he was the president-elect and APC are saying that there should be a postponement in the election? Rather, there should be a postponement in inauguration. I beg your pardon. What would have been Peter Obi's response? I think Peter Obi should answer that. And if he's sincere with the answer, we can now know the way forward. But the truth of the matter still remains that the 29th of May, which has always been the inauguration of President-elect in Nigeria, shouldn't be changed. And so far the case is still in court, and court is giving a listening ear. Fine. We should have that President-elect who will start working because a lot of things need to be refixed in Nigeria. The cases can still be in court. And if there's a fair hearing and they're able to tender their cases, and the Chief Judge of Nigeria deems it fit that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Asiwaju, the president-elect, got to the position with the wrong way, it can be removed legally according to the Constitution. Reacting to this claim in the statement titled "Our Past Statement on Swearing In," reflecting hand of Esau, voice of Jacob, the foe denied that his principal ever raised such issue, whether in a private or public conversation. Yeah, someone else is defending Peter Obi that logically he didn't say that there should be a postponement of the inauguration. Anything they say, whether Peter Obi said there should be a postponement or not, we see that the inauguration will surely hold on the 29th of May. As the party, APC, and the presidential aides and other people close to them are already preparing for the president-elect, even though in absentia, to move into the presidential villa in Abuja. As of yesterday, news came to us that President Buhari has moved to the Glass House, also in Abuja, to give room to the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.